Well, it's a loophole that may be allowing more unlicensed contractors to work under the radar. Joe joins us now with more on what he's found out and what's being done about it. Joe?
Well, Shelby, licensed swimming pool contractors are in big demand these days, so much so that you may have to wait up to 2 years to get a pool built. And because of that, more people are going underground, you might say, hiring unlicensed builders to do the job.
It's happening a lot.
This woman, who asked that we conceal her identity for her own safety, says one of her clients learned the hard way what can happen when you hire an unlicensed contractor to work on a swimming pool.
He collected payment in full.
Her client is now out $12,000 after paying for work that was never done. They filed a fraud complaint with Reno police.
It's a huge concern.
Terry Wyke with the Nevada Contractors Board says unlicensed swimming pool contractors are hired all too often, and it may have to do with this piece of paper, a legal document called the Owner-Builder Affidavit that you can find right on the Contractors Board website. Signing here allows you to waive the requirement for a licensed contractor under one condition: you, as the homeowner, do all the work.
You're allowed to do work on your own house and get a permit through the building department if you fill out the owner-builder application. However, you must do the work yourself.
But we found in some cases the permit process is likely being skirted, homeowners signing on the dotted line and then hiring someone who is not licensed to do the work.
We believe it happens more often than it should.
Contractors Board staff verified that when we asked them to check some of the owner-build permits we found for any proof that licensed contractors are actually doing the work. They struck out.
Nothing's coming up.
So unless these are truly 100% owner-build projects, the permits are simply not legal, and the result could be a substandard product.
You've got plumbing, electricity, and so plastering. So these are major components related to health, safety, and welfare.
Sources tell us one contractor with a revoked license is even building swimming pools.
We talked to somebody in charge of the pool project.
We tried, but could not confirm that on our own. We did check with the city of Reno to find out if building officials follow up after issuing permits to see who is actually doing the work. The head of development services tells us they checked the work, but not necessarily who is doing it.
We inspect for minimum code and compliance to what was submitted. If our folks aren't going out there on the street to check ID cards of what company that they're with.
Washoe County officials also told us they checked the work on owner builds, but not much more, saying the property owner is not required to notify the county who they hire. Many agree that until there is more enforcement and follow-up, the owner build option will continue to be a loophole that is ripe for fraud, encouraging more unlicensed contractors to dive into the pool building business.
The pool industry has become a big industry for being scammed, unfortunately.
Well, here's the key part. The Contractors Board says it's up to the cities and counties to enforce this since they are the ones issuing the permits. The city of Reno, well, they say it's up to the Contractors Board since they provide the owner build option. So each side looking at the other to enforce this. Keep in mind, if you buy a home with a pool that was built by an unlicensed contractor, you inherit any problems that might come up and you'll have no protection from the Contractors Board. Shelby?